Happy Monday. Hello. What's going on? Happy Monday, everyone. I'm just going to get myself situated here, go live on all the things. As you're hopping on, say what's up. How was your weekend? What did you do? I went to the beach yesterday and I indulged a little bit, which I'm sure you've done the same thing. Let me just pin this real quick. For some reason, it's not working. So I want to know what you did this weekend. Did you indulge or were you pretty good with your diet? I was eating hoagies and peach rings. And what else did I? Trolleys. Does anybody else like peach rings? I feel like they're very underrated. And I have been kind of feeling like crap about it because that's not what I typically eat, hoagies and all that. Sorry, I'm just trying to pin this comment. Give me 1 second. We are going to get started in just a moment. I'm going to give some people some time to hop on. We are good. Hey, Lauren. Hey, Danielle. What's up? Let's see who we got over here. Catherine, Jackie, what's going on? All right, we are live on all the platforms. We're live. Okay, let's get into it. So as I mentioned before, I kind of ate like shit this weekend and I've been feeling super crappy about it. So I'm assuming that you feel, I'm not even in the frame. I'm sorry. I'm assuming that you feel the same way because with the holidays and with weekends, it's really easy to kind of like go off the deep end, right? And to really, it's as if we don't have any willpower on the weekends or something. Like somebody offers us food and we're just like, okay, sure. Let's go down here. And I feel you because I've been there before. So if you're feeling super shitty, or if maybe it wasn't this past weekend, maybe it's just some other weekends, or maybe it's like on a Wednesday, right? Like we can go through these things all the time where we just like fall off track. Whatever that means, it feels like we're just not in our element. We ate out of alignment. We barely even exercised. And if you're thinking like, wow, she's reading my mind, it's because I've been there. And it's because not only am I out of the routine in the past, like I was out of the routine, but I also felt like I felt like crap physically, right? Like bloated and fluffy and whatever that feeling is. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but you just feel like really out of alignment. So that was like the physical, like crappy feeling. But I also felt mentally, I just felt like super crappy about myself. I felt shitty because I felt like it, not only like shitty, like physically, I felt shitty, like in a way of like, I'm not good enough. I'm a failure. Like I can never be fit. I'm not fit. I'll never stick to my diet. And it's like all these like words that come up in our head when we do these things, right? So not only are we really like feeling physically crappy, but on top of it, we're also feeling guilty as hell and super shitty about ourselves mentally. It's like a lose, lose, lose all around. And listen, like you had fun and there's no need to feel guilty about that. And I slowly have learned that after a weekend, which is going to happen after a holiday, it's okay to have fun. There's no need to feel guilty because guess what? There's nothing you can do about it now, right? You've already done the dirty. You've already eaten like crap. Like you can't regurgitate that food. You can't go back in time and exercise again. So the worst thing you can do right now is use it as an excuse. The thing is like, and my clients have said this, that they used to do this in the past where they would, over the weekend, they would just eat like crap. And then the next day they're like, oh, I got to do double cardio because I have to make up for all the calories that I ate or they'll say, so if it's not like doing extra cardio, then they'll say, oh, well, I'm just going to restrict sugars and breads this week to make up for the fact that I ate like crap this weekend. And it'll make me feel better, and that'll work for me. I'll just like do the cardio and I'll do the restriction because that'll make up for all the things that I did this weekend. But guess what? That doesn't work. So please don't do that. Don't do that. You don't need to do that. So in this video, you're going to learn the simple steps that you can take to lose weight and keep it off without doing the restriction. And then when the weekend comes again, you'll know exactly how to deal with that instead of going back to your old ways. You're going to learn the simple steps that you need to take in order to get back on track without doing the cardio, without doing the restrictions. You'll learn how to lose weight, keep it off in a structured way. The things that you can always go back to when you forget, or maybe just like as like a refresher. Maybe you don't forget it, but you just need like that little kick in the ass. I'm going to share with you the 6 things that I always think about when I'm getting back on track. Because again, the feeling guilty, I'm over that. I'm over that feeling. There's nothing I can do about that except for try better next time. But there's no use in doing like this crazy amount of cardio in order to make up for what you've done in the past. First of all, it doesn't actually work that way. Like scientifically, it doesn't work. And I'm just gonna like leave that there instead of getting into the scientific parts of it. But also, you're gonna do that for a few days, the cardio and the healthy eating where you're restricting bread and carbs. But then you're gonna do that for a couple days, right? Monday through Thursday, and guess what? The weekend comes around and you go back to your old ways. You're gonna be drinking and you're gonna be eating without any self-control. So I'm going to get into the 6 steps, the 6 things that I always go back to when I'm feeling out of alignment, when I want to get back on track, when I want to get back into my routine. This is what I do, and I'm going to keep it simple. You know how I am. If you are joining me now, we're talking about the secret to get back on track without having to do cardio and restrictive dieting, because that is what we are typically, we're programmed to do that because that's what we hear. It's like, get fit after the weekend with this cardio routine and this restrictive diet. It's like, you don't have to do that. So let me just say hello real quick. Hey, everyone. Hi, Ima. My mom. All right, so let's get into the goods. Before we get started, my name is Donna. I am a health and lifestyle coach, and I teach moms and women how to lose weight and keep it off without the restriction and without rules and dieting. I teach simple strategies in order to do that so that you can fit it into the life you have now without totally making a change, a huge dramatic change in your life. We don't have time for that, and it doesn't work. So just a quick reminder, my coaching spots are open this week. So I'm going to leave the link. I'm actually going to copy and paste it now. And Instagram, the link is in my bio. And then as far as YouTube and Facebook, I'm going to put the link in the description right now. Let me get to it. And this is for you. First of all, if you're a woman, if you've been watching my content and you really vibe with what I'm saying, and you binge watch my live videos and you read all my captions and like you do all the things, but it's still not working, contact me right away because you need to make a change. You've come this far and you've stayed the same. So something has got to give. You have to do something different. So here is the link. You're going to apply for this program. We'll get on the phone. We'll see if we make a good fit. Maybe it's not a good fit, and that's totally cool, and I'll send you in the right direction. But this is your chance to, sorry, I'm just copying and pasting. Okay, so the application is there. This is your chance to make a change. Stop. We have to stop with the Weight Watchers and the extra cardio and trying to do it on our own and personal trainers and all these things. There's like Jenny Craig and Nutrisystem, Beachbody. It doesn't work because you're restricting, because you're doing this extra cardio. Because think about where you are right now. If you tried those diets before and you like stand by them, has that worked for you? Has it? Have you lost weight? And can you keep that lifestyle up for the rest of your life? Because let's say you restricted bread and you restricted carbs and you restricted all these things. You have to make sure that you can keep that up for the rest of your life. Can you go out to eat and do that? Can you go out to a barbecue and do that? Because if you can't do this lifestyle for the next year, think like a year from today, can you restrict the carbs and the bread and the sugar? Because I guarantee that you cannot. And even if you can, you're going to be miserable. And why would you want to do that if you don't have to? Right? Like if you don't have to cut out carbs to lose weight, why would you? So please stop with the diets. Stop looking for that quick fix. Because again, has it worked? Has it worked for you? Because otherwise you probably wouldn't be watching my videos. If you knew what you needed to know in order to lose weight, you wouldn't be here right now. So I want you to think about that. If you've been watching at least 2 of my videos and you come back for more every time and you're not a current client of mine, I want you to click that link, apply. It doesn't cost any money. You don't have to join if you don't feel like it works. I only work with women who feel super empowered to join the program, who are ready to take action, who are ready to take things to the next level and change their life. We don't do quick fixes here, right? You're going to lose weight the healthy way. So without further ado, I'm going to get into the tips. All right. So the first thing that you want to take note of is that you want to make small changes, right? We are not about this. And as you can tell, we are not about doing these diets and these crazy things because you're not going to stick to it, right? What can we do today that's doable and something that we can stick with for the rest of our life? So my motto is structure without rigidity. Having a structure and having a plan, but not being strict. Those are the small tweaks you have to make. So I'm going to get into the 6 action steps that you take today in order to feel like you're on track. Number 1, and take notes. If you have a piece of paper, maybe you can pull up your notes on your phone. But number 1 is to drink more water. And I'm going to leave it very open here because with my clients, I can give them an exact number because I know them, I know their body types, I know everything about them. So I know exactly how much water they should be drinking. But as a rule of thumb, I would say start with half your body weight. Just start there. Because think about it, we're 70% water. So if you're not drinking water, your digestion's going to be all messed up, your skin, your nails. Like, I'm not going to get too into water intake, but just know that it is crucial for fat loss. It's crucial to feel energized and to get your digestion going again because you've probably been eating like shit over the weekend. If I know you at all, because you were just like me, water, number 1 is to drink more water. And something that I tell my clients to do when the first thing that I tell them to do, it's called the rubber band trick. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a reusable water bottle. If you don't have one, just get one. I mean, it doesn't have to cost a lot of money, but when you have water in front of you all the time, you'll remember to drink it versus having to get a glass of water every time. And plastic bottles, it's just not worth the money. Plus you don't want to be intaking that plastic. So you're going to get a water bottle. This is from Tervis.com. And I'm going to do the calculation in my head. So let's just say I want to drink 100 fluid ounces of water. That's not half my body weight, but that's what I aim for. You do not have to aim for 100 fluid ounces. Again, small steps. So if you're drinking 25 ounces for the whole day, to say you're going to drink 100 fluid ounces of water is not going to work. So again, start with where you are now. Okay, water. This is 25 ounces. I want to drink 100 fluid ounces a day. For me, personally, disclaimer, for me, not for you, for me, okay? 100 fluid ounces. That would mean that I need to drink 4 of these. So I'm going to take a rubber band. I don't have one. I was not prepared for this. You're going to take 4 rubber bands, right? Because I need to drink 4 of these in order to hit my goal of 100. I'm going to put the rubber bands around my bottle. Okay. I'm going to drink my water. Let's just take a drink of water right now. Together. Cheers. Get your water bottle. We're going to drink. When you finish the 25 ounces, you're going to take a rubber band off. Fill up your water and do it again 3 more times. That is how you can keep track of your water intake without having an app, without setting an alarm. You can just look at your water bottle and see like, oh crap, like I still have 3 rubber bands left. I might as well drink more water. Okay, so that's number 1. The second thing on my list of non-negotiables when I've fallen off track. First thing was water. The second thing is to move your body. Move your body and have a specific program. Right? Because if we go into the gym and we don't have a plan, you're going to dilly-dally around the gym. Oh, maybe I should stay for 30 minutes. Maybe I should stay for 60 minutes. Did I do enough? I'll just go to the cardio machines. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. So you need a plan. Okay. So the link is in my bio on Instagram and in the comments on Facebook. Apply for the program. Apply for the coaching program so you're not dilly-dallying around the gym with no plan. It doesn't work. So how would you feel if you knew you went to the gym and you knew exactly what to do? The sets, the reps, the videos on proper form. That is what you need in order to get results. No more dilly-dally. You're wasting your time. You're wasting your time and then you leave feeling guilty as hell because you're like, did I even do enough? So go right now, click the link. Instagram, get off my live video and go click the link and apply for the coaching program. You'll know exactly what to do in order to feel really good, feel energized, feel strong. No more of this cardio crap. Like you're not going to go to the gym anymore and just run to the treadmill because that's what you're used to doing. No more because it doesn't work. All right. So number 2 is you move your body. You move your body with a plan because we don't have time to just roam around the gym anymore. It's not effective. And I felt this before. Like I feel guilty. I'm like, did I even do enough? Like, should I leave? Should I stay? Should I go? Right? You're going to be really clear and really focused on exactly what you have to do. Number 3 is to eat fruits and veggies with every meal. And I'm working on this too, because like I said, like over the weekend, hoagies and like White Claws, like I know because I'm you. But if you just keep this in your mind, if you look at your plate, I want you to make sure that you have a fruit and a veggie in every single meal that you're eating. So instead of saying, I'm not eating this, I'm not eating rice, I'm not eating bananas, I'm not eating mango, I'm not eating white bread. That's what we're used to hearing with social media and magazines and Pinterest. There is no restriction, right? I talked about this a lot. There is no restriction. You will never hear me say the words like, you can't eat XYZ. Never. My clients don't do that. Like that doesn't work. Because again, I'm gonna give you the metaphor of a boy. Like when you were younger and you wanted you thought a boy was cute, but he was like, no, I'm not interested. Didn't you want that boy even more? Like we want the chase. We wanted the chase with the boy. Or like if your mom told you that you couldn't have a toy, it's like all of a sudden you see commercials for that toy and like all these things. You want that toy even more. And that's what happens with food. We tell ourselves we are not going to eat chocolate. And guess what? That's what you're going to want. All day, every day, you're always going to think about chocolate. So I heard this quote. I don't remember who said it. So I'm sorry for taking credit. I'm not taking credit for this, but I love this quote. Eat food, not too much, mostly plants. Simple, with structure, but very simple. Eat food, not too much, mostly plants. Do not overcomplicate things. Okay? So you're gonna look at your plate and you're gonna make sure that you have a fruit or a veggie with each meal. Doesn't matter how much, like don't get into the details. Keep it simple, right? We're just getting back into our routine. You can worry about the details later, but first you have to stick to something. You have to stick to something so that way you know that you can follow through with what you say you're gonna do. Don't worry about portion sizes. Just eat fruit and veggies. Point blank, period. Number 4, I want you to start planning. And this goes back to the workout program. If you don't have a plan, you're going to fall off. You're going to fall off time and time again. So I want you to set a goal and an intention for your day, for your week, and for the month. So September, right? September 2nd, this is a perfect time to start new goals. Like I love starting new goals in the beginning of a month. People will say, you know, you can start goals whenever, which is totally true, but why not take advantage of a fresh start? Today is Monday, the beginning of September. Let's start off with the bang. So daily gratitude, start with your affirmations and some tasks, the things that you have to get done today. For your week, time block your week. Okay, you say you're going to work from 9 to 5. When are you going to fit your workout in? When are you going to cook? When are you going to eat? Okay, that's for the week. And then for the month, you're going to do all your events. So one more time, really quick. I want you to set intentions for your day, your week, and your month. For the day, you're going to wake up either the morning of or the night before, and you're going to write your gratitude. I am thankful for 1, 2, 3. Affirmations. If you need affirmations, I had to get rid of him. If you need affirmations, DM me and I'll send you some really great affirmations. And then the tasks, the 2, 3, 4 tasks that you really want to get done today, that you know that if you get those done today, you're going to feel super great, super good. You're going to feel really, really accomplished. For the week, you're going to time block everything. And I really get into this in my coaching program. My clients have an entire training on weekly planning because it's so crucial. And I know my moms out there are going to be like, oh, well, I already know my schedule. My work doesn't change. My kids' schedule doesn't change. But you trust me, if you have never done this, do this now because this has literally changed my clients' lives. I still get DMs from my past clients that are like, I am so happy that you mentioned planning because it literally is the foundation of your life. So I teach exactly how to do this with like a really amazing tutorial in Google Calendar on how you structure out your entire life with space in between I like keeping space out there just in case things take longer than we think. But this planning session, my clients do it every week because you don't know when you have time, that 1 hour to go to the grocery store or that 30 minutes to get in some movement. We don't know until we put it in a plan. Do not skip this step. I don't care if your schedule is the same exact thing every single week. You have to plan. And if you want that full training, you'll get that in my coaching program when you join. So you'll do your month, your week, and your daily. Okay? That's number 4. Number 4 step to get back on track is plan it out. Do a brain dump. Do whatever you have to do to feel like you have your shit together. Number 5, and you're going to do this tonight. You can start all of these today. Number 5, you're going to sleep 6 to 8 hours. And there's no perfect number. This is actually very specific to the person. I tell my clients to a specific hour amount because, again, I know their lifestyle. I know what works for them. I know the ins and outs of their life. So I know exactly how much sleep they should be getting in order to feel really energized. But I would start with 6 to 8 and then do that for some time. Like, let's say you start with 7 and you find that you're not energized while also, eating right, moving and all that. Just try it out for a certain amount of time, maybe a week or so, and then reflect and see if that worked for you. Sleep. I don't want to make this video too long on why this is important to you. I have a full training on sleep in my coaching program. I lay everything out for you so that you learn exactly why you should be sleeping, why it should be a priority for you. Number 6 is to feed your brain. Feed your brain, feed your soul. And you're probably like, how the hell do I do that? What do you mean by that? And basically, I want you to take time to focus on yourself. I know that, people may say, oh, well, you took the whole week. I took the whole weekend for myself. That's not what I mean. I don't mean like going drinking with your friends. I want you to do something on your own without your kids. Hide in your bathroom. Like, I don't care what you do. Take 10 to 15 minutes to feed your brain and feed your soul. This could look like a small meditation practice. You can read, you can journal, you can do your weekly planning session. Whatever feels good. Maybe you cook in silence. Maybe you listen to a podcast. Go get your nails done. Go get your hair done. Like, go do something for yourself and be there for yourself. Because I said this to someone yesterday at the beach. I was talking to a mom who is really struggling. And I said, when was the last time you took time for yourself? And she's like, but I have kids, I have a routine, I have blah, 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 blah. I'm like, that's great. But you are the foundation of your family. You are the core person that takes care of your family to make sure that your family is good. You think you're a good mom now. Imagine you took care of yourself. Imagine you let go of that mom guilt and took 10 minutes for yourself in peace and quiet. Imagine how much better of a mom you would be. Think about that. Let that sink in. If you are giving it all to your family and all to your career and all to your friends, no wonder you feel drained. No wonder you feel super crappy. I used to do this all the time. Like, I don't have time to meditate. I don't have time to read. I have so many other things that I could be doing. But this has literally changed my life. That is why this is a core component of my coaching program. This is what makes my coaching program so different, because nobody talks about mindset. We all talk about the health, the fitness, which is the exercise and the nutrition, which you need, obviously that needs to be in check. But that third foundational tool, your mindset, you are listening to your brain 24/7. You are with yourself 24/7. If you are talking super crappy to yourself, imagine how that reflects in the rest of your life. I have a whole pillar of trainings for mindset. And again, keeping it simple, keeping it very to the basics, because I'm putting myself in your shoes where maybe you're not familiar with meditation. So I'll teach it in a way that is sustainable for you, that's doable, that you're like, oh, 5 minutes? 5 minutes of a guided meditation? That's easy. I have a whole slew of trainings that will really blow your mind. Things that are not talked about in other programs. If you get a personal trainer, or if you do Beachbody or Weight Watchers, not one single one of those programs talks about mindset. Not only they might talk about it, but do they teach you the strategies that you need in order to stop those negative thoughts? You ate crabby this weekend. I'm super shitty. I feel like a failure. I'm never going to get fit. Am I doing too much? Am I doing too little? Those negative thoughts, we have to take control of them. And that starts with practicing mindset work, self-development, feeding your brain and your soul. Honestly, it's the most important aspect of this coaching program. I don't care about nutrition and fitness, because you could be the fittest person in the world. You can be super lean and super skinny. But if you're talking shitty to yourself in your mind, and you're judging yourself, you're judging other people, guess what? You're going to be super freaking negative. You're going to have anxiety, depression. Like, those negative thoughts won't change once you're skinny. That's like such a misconception. Oh, I'll be happy when I'm skinny. How can you be happy if you're not working on your mindset? Physique is not gonna do it anymore. I just went on a tangent on self-development, but that's how passionate I am about this. My physique did not change until I was good up here. That is number one, up here and in here. If that is out of alignment, we need to do work around that. I want you to stop what you're doing, click the link for the coaching application. You're gonna fill out some questions, and then we're gonna get on the phone. And we'll talk about it. We'll talk it through. Maybe it's a good fit. Maybe it's the best thing that you've ever done in your life, which honestly, it probably is. Because if you're watching my videos, you need something. You need something new. And maybe it's not a good fit. And maybe we don't start a coaching program together, and that's fine. But at least take that step. And then I can put you in the right direction, right? If this is not for you, there's no pressure. But how will you know if you don't try? Think about all the diets that you've done in the past. And I feel you because I was there. That's why I get so passionate about it. Think about all the diets that you've done. All the things that you've done, like the cardio. You know, you've done spin classes and HIIT and personal trainers, Weight Watchers, keto. You've tried them. They don't work. And you being here is proof that it didn't work, because if you were good, you wouldn't try to take in more information. You're trying to find the next best step. This is it. This is your permission to take care of yourself so that you feel good in your body, so that you feel confident, and that you can create a different legacy for your family. A legacy that's healthy, a legacy that is positive and happy and not angry, not spiteful. When you wake up in the day, you have energy. You have energy to play with your kids. And you're feeling super positive. You're looking in the mirror and you're like, damn, I look good. I can wear that outfit finally. Like, imagine that feeling. Imagine 3 months from now, how good you would feel if you started today. Think about that. And that's what I thought about when I first started this health thing. I'm like, well, if I start today, maybe I won't see results tomorrow, but 3 months from now, I'm going to be so freaking thankful that I took that step. And guess what? 5 years later, 5.5 years later, I'm standing here doing the exact same thing that I did when I first started, still getting results, and now I'm teaching other women to do the same without taking over your life. So let me just recap real quick. 6 things to do today that will help you feel like you have your shit together. Actually, I'm going to add 7. Number 7. The first thing you're going to do is apply for the coaching program. It's private coaching, one-on-one. You have the accountability, workouts, nutrition, support, motivation, trainings, education, literally everything you can imagine to create this lifestyle for yourself. That's the first thing you're going to do. Click the link. It doesn't cost anything to apply. Nobody's going to force you to sign up. There's no pressure. All right, we're just going to have a cool conversation just like we're having now, except for somebody's replying back to me, and we're just going to see if it's a good fit. That's number 1. Number 2, you're going to drink half your body weight in water. Use the rubber band trick. Number 3, move your body. Move your body, have a plan, have some structure. Don't just go to the gym and wing it. Don't just go on Instagram and think that you can find a routine, because guess what? You've done that in the past. It doesn't work. Number 4, look at your plate. Make sure that every meal you're eating has a side of fruit or a side of veggies. Number 5, plan out your shit. Plan it out. Plan out your life. We're doing weekly, daily, monthly. If you are not sure how to do that, join the program. I go through in depth how to do that specifically for your life. Not for me, not for Sally, but for you. Number 6, get your sleep. Nobody likes a cranky Susie. I am not a real person if I don't sleep. You need it for recovery. And again, I go into that in my coaching program, why sleep is essential for fat loss, but you need to do it 6 to 8 hours. And number 7, feed your brain, feed your soul, focus on yourself. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, hide in your bathroom, hide in your closet, tell your kids that you're like doing something. I don't know, whatever you have to do to get that time for yourself, do it. I should have made this number 1. This is the most important step. All right, that is that. The 7 things to do today, 7 healthy habits that will change your life. If you follow these 7 things, you're Gucci. All right? Love you guys so much. Drop any questions that you have, whether you're watching live, watching the replay, DM me. I'm looking forward to looking over your coaching application. DM me if you have any questions about the program. If you're not sure what it is, what it entails, any questions that you have, I don't bite. I really don't. I'm not going to force you into anything. I'm not going to sell you on anything. Just apply. See if it's for you. DM me. Do what you have to do. But start your September, start your routine and back on track. Okay, a good question. Good looking Michael says, how often do you recommend getting on the scale? For my clients personally, they don't step on the scale as a form of progress. What we do is we take measurements using a body, what's it called? A measuring tape, like the ones that the tailors use. They get them off of Amazon. I got one off of Amazon. You could probably get them at the dollar store. And what we do is we take measurements. The only thing that I require is measurements of your waist and whatever else you want to do. And we track that in my app, my training app. And what we also do is take progress photos. So I personally don't like the scale. It's not an accurate measurement of how you're progressing, because as females, Michael, I'm assuming you're not a female, but as females, there's we go through a lot of hormone changes. We go through bloating and all those things. So it's not really a good representation of how we're progressing. So what I do with my clients is the progress photos and measurements. And every week they check in with me on how they're sleeping, their water intake, their energy levels, how they're feeling inside, like if they're feeling super negative or positive. So it's really like a whole holistic view on how they're feeling and their health. So that is what I do personally with my own body and with my clients. It's a weekly measurements, weekly progress photos, and weekly check-in with a professional, with a coach, so that we can determine how to progress further in their program. And that's when I'll make adjustments. I hope that answered your question, Michael. But I've changed that. I used to step on the scale, and I haven't stepped on the scale in months, maybe even a year or so, just because I really don't find that it's a good measurement at all. And it puts people in the negative space, and it sometimes defines who we are, and we make it define who we are. So if you step on the scale and you're down a pound, you're like, yeah, I'm going to have a great day. Like, let's do this, especially because most people do it in the morning. But if you don't lose weight and you stay the same, which is normal, we can tend to get really down on ourselves and really negative. And then for the rest of the day, your day is kind of gone to shit because you've spent the day thinking about this number. And again, it's not accurate because of the bloating and all that too. So, hey, Tina, hey, Gigi, hey, Kelly, what's up, everyone? Let's see who we got on Facebook. All right, this video is getting pretty lengthy, so I'm gonna end it here. Again, if you have any follow-up questions, let me know, and maybe I can also write some content on it. If I think that it'll help someone else, it'll be really great to share it with other people, like that scale question. I get that question a lot, actually. So if you want me to make a video on it, on what I have my clients do, I would love to make that video too. So any video suggestions, anything that you want to see, I do these live videos Mondays and Wednesdays at 12 p.m. Eastern time, and they've really become just my favorite thing in the world. Thank you, Tina. So you're beautiful. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate that so much, Tina. I appreciate you. I get on the scale twice a day, LOL. I know that's obsessive, haha. I guess I should cut back. Yeah, and I would question, like, is it helping you? Like, it's like, regardless, you weigh that. So if you are just on the scale, it doesn't change anything. You know what I mean? Like, I would take measurements using the measuring tape, and I would also do progress photos. You could do them on your own. I tell my clients to just set up their camera, take a video of themselves, and screenshot them, so that way you can see a better representation. Because, like, even if you lift, like, let's say you lift, your bodies get, like, you get the pump. You've heard that before. Maybe you felt it, like, where you lift and you're like, oh, like, I'm super, like, pumped right now. That can make you gain weight. So it's not necessarily a bad thing all the time when you gain weight. So that's why I don't like using that measurement. And that's why I make it a priority. My clients check in with me every week and they answer other questions. Again, how are you feeling mentally? Right? Like, how much are you sleeping? How much water are you intaking? How are you feeling in your life, in your social events? That is important to me. It's important to me that you feel positive and healthy, not what that number says. It's just not a good representation. So, Michael, reach out to me when you kind of cut back and then do the other measurements and let me know how you feel after you've kind of cut back on the scale. Because like, again, it doesn't really matter. All right. I love you guys. If you have any questions about the coaching program or anything that we didn't talk about on this video today, please reach out. I love getting to chat with you guys because like I am talking to a screen. I'm talking to a screen, so it's really nice to have personal conversations with you and just know that it's landing with you, it's resonating with you. So I would love to see any comments you have and reach out to me. I love to talk, and clearly I've been talking for 40 minutes. So I love you guys so much. I hope you have a great Labor Day. I'll see you on Wednesday at 12 p.m. I'm going to go over the top 3 mistakes people make when trying to be consistent and how to fix them. So that is the agenda for this week. I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of mini trainings on my stories, some full days of eating. I'm going to go over my workout split and all of that on my stories. So be sure to follow me on Instagram at Donna D with 2 underscores. And yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everyone. All right. That was so good. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. And